इस समय किसानां दा मामला पूरी तरह भखिया होया है। बीते दिनों के विच सरकार के वल्लों वड्डा एक्शन लैंदियां पुलिस प्रशासन नूं जो हदायतां दित्तियां गईयां सी उस तहत खनौरी ते शंभू बॉर्डर तो किसानां दा धरना चुकवा दिता गया। हुण किसानां दी आवाज़ संसद दे विच भी चुकी जा रही है। इस मामले ते जिथे सियासत हो रही है उत्थे किसानां दे हक दे विच सियासतदान नितरदे नज़र आ रहे ने। बीते दिनी कांग्रेस नेता प्रताप बाजवा दे वल्लों किसानां दे हक दे विच गलबात कीती गई ते अज बठिंडा दे MP हरसिमरत कौर बादल ने भी किसानां दी आवाज़ बुलंद की। उन्होंने कहा कि केंद्रीय बजट ने पंजाब दे नाल वितकरा कीता अते उन्हां दी मंग सी कि सारियां 22 फसलां लई MSP यकीनी बनाउण वास्ते फंड प्रदान कीते जाण अते SME स्क्वेयर सुरजीत कीता जावे। अते संसद दे विच गर्म भाषण दिंदे उन्होंने कहा कि यह हैरानी वाली गल है कि पंजाब दी नीति आयोग दे वित्त सेहत इंडैक्स दे विच 10.7% दे स्कोयर नाल सब तो हेठा हो जाता है, जबकि उड़ीसा दे विच 67.8% स्कोयर नाल सब तो उपर है। उन्होंने कहा कि आम आदमी पार्टी की मौजूदा सरकार ते पिछली सरकार इन्हां हालातां लई जिम्मेवार है, क्योंकि इन्हां वल्लों सूबे वास्ते केंद्र की मदद लैण दे लई कोई भी यतन नहीं किए गए। हरसिमरत कौर बादल ने बेरोजगारी की हालात ते भी चर्चा की। उन्होंने कहा कि सैकेंडरी अते हाई एजुकेशन प्राप्त बेरोजगार नौजवानों की गिनती 2002 दे विच 35% तो वध के 2022 दे विच 65% हो गई है। उन्होंने कहा कि सरकार ने कंप्यूटरी ਕਰਨ ਅਤੇ ਆਰਟੀਫੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਇੰਟੈਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਕਾਰਨ ਨੌਕਰੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਂਝੇ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਮਲੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਜਿੱਠਣ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਕਦਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ।
श्रीमती हरसिमरत कौर बादल जी।
Thank you, sir. Sir, I rise to oppose this budget because the budget 25-26 falls extremely short for addressing several challenges and pressing economic concerns. I also oppose it for the fact that in the last 10 budgets, the name of Punjab has not even been mentioned by the Honorable Finance Minister. It seems to me that Punjab does not seem to exist for them in the map of India, which is highly, I would say that it is extremely sad that a state which has contributed so much towards the nation, that state is not considered despite all the issues that is having. Today, Niti Aayog's Fiscal Health Index shows that Punjab has ranked lowest amongst the 18 major Indian states with a score of just 10.7, which is far behind Odisha with the leading score of 67.8. Due to the present AAP government and the previous Congress government's mishandling of their expenditure, of the revenue mobilization, of the debt management and the state exchequer, we have reached a state of this fiscal mismanagement where today we are ranked lowest among the 18 major states. But despite that, even though Bihar may be worse off than us, in this budget it is mentioned 6 times and receives the lion's share of all the largesse of the government. But Punjab, which has all these issues, receives nothing. So I agree that the economy has grown, but there is no doubt that it has been a jobless growth of economy. Today the Indian youth accounts for almost 83% of the unemployment workforce, sir. The young people with secondary and higher education among the total unemployed Indians has risen from 35% in 2002 to 65% in 2022, which clearly shows that this government's focus towards job creation has not been successful, or it is not in the agenda. What is even worse off, that in this budget there is no strategy for the layoffs which are happening due to computerization, artificial intelligence, and the layoffs in the various, be it the IT sector or be it in the other various sectors. Sir, the MSME sector, which is the most important sector, which is like the backbone of the country, contributes 30% to our GDP and 50% to our exports. After agriculture, is the second largest employment generator. Despite only 20% of the investment, MSME employs 80% of the industrial workforce. Unfortunately, in this government's budget, there is no focus on the MSME. PLI schemes are there for the big corporates who can put in big money. But sir, why don't they tweak the PLI scheme? This is my suggestion to them, to bring in those industries which generate employment. They don't have the big money like the big corporates to be able to fund it, but they actually generate employment. So why don't you extend the PLI scheme to those small industries be it the bicycle factory of Ludhiana in my state, be it the sports good industry, be it the brass industry of Moradabad, be it any of the hand tools industry, all these small industry which generate jobs, why is the PLI scheme not extended to them, where they can increase the revenues, increase exports, as well as provide employment? This is my suggestion to the government, sir. But instead of looking at it this way, it is unfortunate that this budget, for example, on bicycles, it has cut import duties from 35% to 20%. And this is making our bicycle industry vulnerable to Chinese and Taiwanese inputs, which is what this government should be safeguarding against and giving incentives to this industry to upgrade itself. Sir, there was a scheme earlier where there was a CLCSF, which was Credit Links Capital Subsidy Scheme, where MSMEs could upgrade their technology. Unfortunately, this has been discontinued. So you don't give them anything new, you discontinue what they had earlier, and the huge segment which provides employment, you disregard that. So, sir, I would say that immediately this needs to be done. Also, the government's decision to increase MSME turnover from the threshold of 250 to 500 crores, I think this is highly disproportionate. How many MSMEs have this 250 to 500 crore, sir, their business model? There's hardly 1% of MSMEs who will receive 95% of these benefits. And sir, 99% of the MSMEs are below 1 crore and the 10 lakh group, but they get nothing. So I would ask them to look into this. And eventually, sir, what I am extremely sad about, that there was not a single mention in this budget about the MSP. हमारे किसान पिछले 5 साल से आंदोलन कर रहे हैं, मार खा रहे हैं, डंडे खा रहे हैं, जेलों में जा रहे हैं, सर्दी गर्मी में बैठ के एमएसएमई जो वादा किया था, इस पूरे बजट में उसका नाम तक जिक्र तक नहीं है। आपने वादा किया था, अब उससे भी मुड़ गए। और सर, इस सरकार से मैं अश्योरेंस मांगती हूँ कि ये ट्रंप सरकार जो यहाँ पे जोर लगा रही कि हमारा एग्रीकल्चर मार्केट खोल देना चाहिए, मार्केट शुड बी ओपन अप, वो अपना फ्रूट, वेजिटेबल, दूध, मीट, पोल्ट्री हिंदुस्तान के बाजारों में बेचना चाहते हैं, तो हमारा गरीब किसान कहाँ जाएगा? ये अश्योर करे कि आज से पहले किसी सरकार ने has not given in to this WTO pressure, and this government will also not do it. I demand an assurance, and I hope they give it. Thank you.
Shri Highway Eden ji, Shri Highway Eden.